Hello, allies. I'm going to take Ms. Anti to join our Wasteland King alliance. And then so it's important to clear gifts because they will go away. And then donate to tech. Like, so um, right now, this is Trials of Survival time. And then so there is the Alliance donation task. I'm 18 donations away from passing that. When, for changing alliances, you cannot do diamond donations after you go to your new alliance for 24 hours. So I'm just going to go ahead excuse me, and make sure that I have that done. And then I don't have to worry about like for this day. Although I will get a little bit more that will come up for when I join. But in the Alliance event, the Defense of Alliance event has awards, prizes from it that are waiting. Those do not need to be claimed. They will be back when I come back to CCS. And then it's not a showdown week, but if it was a showdown week, it would be very important to ensure that any task for showdown is complete before leaving the alliance, or the task will fail. And then so I will quit the alliance. And then so yes, so when you leave, there is this warning to remind you about unopened gifts, and then the sort of conditions that occur when you quit. All right, and then so there are different ways to find how to join. I like to just tap on somebody from that same alliance. Go to player info, alliance info, apply now. And then your gathering at the alliance mill, and if you had anything in the warehouse, will be brought back to your headquarters. And so I'm just going to accept myself because that made me faster. All right, so now I've joined, and I know based on the information from before I left that there is space in the east turret. And then so for Wasteland Kings, and obviously it depends on the organization of how each state organizes their Wasteland Kings. I know that the eastern turret, the captain is Ryder, and so I'm going to send rider, the turret is super reinforced, and so that means that the captain's stats hold. And I could even not, I don't even have to send rider heroes, because my riders would take on the stats of the captain. And I would like to get there before this hit, because that will give me additional points in addition to the occupation points. Oh, I need more speed ups on this account. All right, and then so for the event on this account, again, I have no points. You can earn points through 3 different ways with the occupation, casualties, and kills. And so now I am in the turret, and I got there before this hit came. So yay! And hopefully I'm sending the right emoji. um, so, while in the Alliance for Defense, it's good to check kind of like, well, if you don't know where to go, you can ask where to go to fill, and it really helps to follow what the defense plan of the building turrets are looking like. So, and it can be a bit confusing, but hopefully it works. And then so like I got there before the hit. I should now have an update, and I have occupation time that I can claim. I have casualty points that I can claim. I have kills that I can claim. And so if one thing to kind of note associated with super reinforcement, why do we do that? It can have a pretty big impact. When you look at the stats associated with a hit with super reinforcement, you can look at the data and the breakdown associated with the number of kills that happen. And so the turret captain is the captain because of their stats as well as their rally size. And my accounts are definitely very weak in rider stats, and so are definitely helped by a strong captain with rider stats. And I would my little T8s were able to kill over 12,000 units from that last attack of stronger units. So I'm pretty happy with that. If super reinforcement were off, chances are I would probably have under 1,000 kills based on that. And then the it would be very much biased towards the captain and their strength of stats and troop count. Another thing to note regarding occupation points for in as it's registered in the this point scheme, occupation points used to depend on the number of troops you had. Like, so the rate at which you earn occupation points depended on the number of troops that you have. That is no longer the case, which is very good. So you could actually send one unit and you would be able to get occupation points. You would likely not get any kill points, and you could have that one unit killed, and then you'd be out of the turret. So it's better to send more units, but if you can only send a partial troop, it still may be worthwhile to send and get those points. And then so like for especially like for smaller troops and lower stat players, joining defense is a great way to be able to get those points in a relatively safer way than going and dying in another state. Oh, all right. So that's what I wanted to show there, and I hope this helps.